Namaste, Dr. Rajan.
नमस्ते जी। Namaste everyone. As usual, we begin with 3 Oms. Let's take a deep breath in. Our usual disclaimer: when you attend this session, you do so with the understanding you're responsible for your own well-being. So whatever you do, please make sure you follow the rule of yoga. That is, there can be no strain whatsoever in whatever practice you do. Yoga is all about doing practices with mild effort that gives you meditative focus within. Keeping that as the guidance, you can use your breath as an indicator, where the breath should always be slow and smooth no matter what you're doing. Then you're unlikely to do anything jerky or strenuous. Keeping that in mind, let's begin the chakra vibrations. Bring your awareness to the perineum. As we squeeze at the perineum, we press the little finger with the thumb, and we begin with LUM. Release the finger, continue. Now bring the awareness an inch above the perineum, behind the pubic area. As we draw in there, pressing on the ring finger, we do Vam. Release the finger, continue. Last time. One more time. Bring the awareness behind the navel. As we draw in at the navel, we do Ram, pressing on the middle finger of the thumb. Ram. Ram. Release the fingers. Continue. Ram. 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 Last time. Ram. Bring the awareness to the middle of the chest, in between the breasts, and here we do yum, pressing on the index finger with the thumb. Yum. 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 Release the fingers, continue. Yum. Yum. Bring the awareness to the throat, and here we do hum, thumbs up, loose fist. Release the hand, continue. Bring the awareness to the middle of the head. We do chum, thumbs up, loose fist. Chum. 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 Release the hands, continue. Chum. Chum. Last time. Bring the awareness to the top of the head, and we do Om, thumbs up, loose fist. Om. Om. Release the hand, continue. Last time. Now we go on to Ujjayi Pranayama. So those of you who know how to do it, stretch out your hand and lift up the palm, rest it comfortably on your lap and continue the Ujjayi. Those of you who need instructions, bring your awareness to the lowermost part of the mouth that connects into the neck, focusing there. Feel a stretch there. And if you are unable to feel the stretch normally by focusing there, make a big smile with the cheeks coming out and you'll find a slight stretch there. Focusing on the stretch, inhale and exhale in slow, deep breaths. As you inhale, feel a mild sucking sensation. Exhale, feel like a reverse sucking sensation. So please continue. A few announcements. You can see I'm taking you to the Life in Yoga website. And if you can click on the upcoming events that is there, it'll take you towards the bottom where you see all the events there, including the daily online yoga. If you want to see more events, you can go in 1 second. Okay, and you will see the December retreat, the monthly seminar series, October 1 book release, Maryland get together. That is next Saturday, 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. So if you would like to join in and you're local over here or within drivable distance, please do join. And of course, you can also see the other programs that are the October 1st book event that is there. Oh, this is the online program, a daily. The master class that's coming, the December retreat, all of them are there. So the October 1 book release, you can also check that. So see you then. Okay, so let's continue with the Ujjayi. And as you continue, you can go on to the shoulder rotations with the Ujjayi. Last inhalation and last exhalation with the shoulder rotation. We continue the Ujjayi now with the hands at the chest. And as we inhale in Ujjayi, we stretch up. And exhale, bring the hands down slowly by the side. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Make a fist and bring it into the chest, chin down. Inhale, stretch outward and look up. Exhale, come in. Continue the Ujjayi. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now stretch out the hands. Inhale, lift up the palms perpendicular to the forearm and stretch out the fingers. Exhale, thumb into the palm and a downward facing fist. Inhale, up and stretch. Exhale, fist down. We can do the same thing with the feet as you're doing it. As you exhale, make the fist, keep it there and go around the wrist. Inhale, half a circle. Exhale, complete the circle. You can do the ankle movement the same way. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Elbows in line with the shoulders, fists below the chin. Inhale, go around the wrist, open out the palms. Exhale, fist in and bring it in. Continue. Last inhalation, last exhalation with this motion. Now we go reverse. Same inhale and exhale. Ujjayi. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we go on to the neck exercises. As you exhale, gently tilt your head and bring one ear towards one shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale, tilt towards the other shoulder. Inhale, come back. And continue. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back. Now we go 360 degrees around the neck. Inhale, half a circle. Exhale, complete the circle. Last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we can go on to our spinal twist. Right, left, back. We do ah, chin down, the humming sound. So let's begin with the right. Take a deep breath in. To the left. To the back. Chin to the chest. Second round to the right. To the left. To the back. Chin to the chest. Third round to the right. To the left. To the back. Chin to the chest. Fourth round to the right. To the left. To the back. Chin to the chest. Fifth round, again we do only once, to the right. To the left. To the back. into the chest. Now we cross one leg over the opposite thigh, get hold of the knee as we pull up the perineum. We do lum. Take a deep breath in. Lum. Continue again. Lum. Third time. Lum. Cross the other leg over. Lum. 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 Now we can stand up. Those of you who don't have good balance, you can remain seated. And those of you who are standing up, keep the feet shoulder width apart or slightly wider to keep good balance inside of the feet parallel to each other. And get hold of the elbows behind the back. Take a deep breath in. Actually, let's do something simpler today. Bring your hands to your hips behind the back instead. As you inhale, lift up the chin, pull back the shoulders, make the backward arch. Stay there over there, inhale and exhale and feel the stretch. Now shift the weight to the left leg and do the same backward arch and continue to inhale and exhale and observe the stretch. And now shift the weight to the right leg. Now keep the weight balanced in both legs and make the backward arch even more and stay there. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly come up, straighten yourself. Now get hold of your elbows behind the back. As you inhale, lift up the chin, pull back the shoulders, and as you exhale, lean forward, keeping the chin up and shoulder pulled back. Observe the stretch from the hips all the way down to the feet. Inhale and exhale into the stretch you feel from the hips to the feet. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, drop the hands towards the floor. If the hands don't reach the floor, get hold of your ankle or wherever you can, it'll reach to the leg without bending your knees. Now, as we exhale, we will twist to the left. Inhale, come back. Exhale, twist to the right like that. We'll swing from side to side. Exhale to the left. Inhale, come back. Exhale to the right. Inhale, come back. And continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back to the middle. Now get hold of the ankles or wherever you can reach. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, drop your head and try to pull down. And try to bring your head in between your knees or as much as you can. Slowly inhale and come up. And get hold of your hips, those of you who are standing and those of you who are seated. You can hold something and try to stand up, and we'll go around the hips. Inhale, half a circle. Exhale, complete the circle. And continue. Last exhalation, let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now you can take your seat and we will do the alternate nostril breathing. Begin inhaling from the left nostril, exhale to the right, inhale to the right, exhale to the left. Please continue. Once you complete the last cycle, we will go on to the spinal mantra today. We do the 7 mantras from the feet and ankle to the knees to the lowermost part of the spine, which is in between the buttocks and the back, and then the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, the cervical spine in the neck, and then in the back of the head, in the very top, called the Shikha point. The mantra for the feet and neck are the same, that is Aim. Now let us begin from the feet and ankle with mantra Aim, moving to knees where we vibrate Shim, and move on to the base of the spine where we do Jim. Aim, Shim, 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 Jim. I'm Shim 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 Jim. Now we move from the base of the spine to the lumbar region, then to the thoracic or the back region of the spine, with Jim, Jim, Haim. So let's go. Jim, Jim, Haim. 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 Jim Jim Heim, 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 Jim Jim Heim. Now we move from the thoracic spine to the spine and the neck to the back of the head with Heim, Ein, Om. Let's go. Heim, Ein, Om, 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 Heim, Ein, Om. Now we do all the 7 mantras in sequence, starting from the feet and ankle. Aim, Shim, Jim, Jim, Heim, Aim, Om. 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 I'm Shim Jim Jam Ham Ham 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 Om. I'm Shim. Now we can go on to our 3 rounds of Bhastrika. Let's get ready. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. Exhale. We do the Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Brahmari. I see a new name somebody has added in today, Chetna Adlavar. So you are welcome to join the panelist if you wish. So the Ujjayi Kumbhaka is, you do a breath in Ujjayi, hold the breath, and when you, as long as you can, and when you exhale in between your teeth. And then we do the Brahmari. So continue. Let's continue the second round. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. exit, 11, exit, 12, exit, 30, exit, 40, exit, 50, exit, 60, exit, 70, exit, 80, exit, 90, exit, 20, exit. Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Brahmani. Let's go on to the third round. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Brahmani. Now we can get ready for meditation. As we get ready, just a reminder, today being Sunday, we have extra half hour for discussion. So now for meditation, mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. As you let go of everything, feel a lightness come on in your whole body, perhaps on the shoulders, you feel it more. If you have a preferred method of meditation, you can do that. Otherwise, bring your awareness behind the lower part of the sternum and feel a rising vibration going through you and out of the top of the head. And visualize the rising flow as Haim Em Om, Haim Em Om, Haim Em Om. And as you do that, we will have Om playing in the background. Mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. And with that as the thought, visualize or observe the senses from the top of the head all the way down to the bottom of the feet. The senses given to us to fulfill the purpose for which we are born. Whenever you're ready to open your eyes, raise the palm of your hand and look straight into the palm of your hands. And come out of meditation. And now we are available for any questions you might have, any topics for discussion. You can unmute and speak up.
Hey, Dr. Rajan,
Yeah.
this is Suresh Purohit. Namaste. I have a question like, what are the 5 elements each thing represents? Like this is water, earth.
No. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So
Yeah.
the first is water, right?
No, the first is earth,
Earth, okay.
then water,
Okay, earth, okay.
then fire,
Okay,
then air,
air.
and then thumb is space.
Yes.
See, the thing is, you see, what happens is, this is the original Ayurvedic, interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
However, going back about 100 years ago, somebody wrote a book called Mudra Vigyan.
Mm-hmm.
And Baba Ramdev follows this. And and as you know, Baba Ramdev is a master of how to use media. So that's how he become famous.
Mm-hmm.
So he gives the alternate representation which you were trying to mention.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But that is not the original Ayurvedic, understanding. So what I am telling you is the original Ayurvedic understanding and the yogic understanding.
So while doing mantra, chakra vibration, we praise the like earth. First thing, Muradhara is earth, right? Represent Muradhara, earth, and those kind of things.
Yes.
The other question I have, when you Ujjain, you said Alpha nerve activate or which nerve activates?
Well,
Ujjain.
if you want to look in terms of nerves, the place where Ujjayi is operating, closest to that, there are 2 nerves that operate. 2 cranial nerves, as they are called.
Okay.
The vagus nerve and the glossopharyngeal nerve. However, we need to look at it also from the spiritual aspect of how the Hatha Yoga Pradipika and the Gheranda Samhita state for that. The Ujjayi Pranayama is looked upon right from the sternum area. As you inhale and it goes up to the head, and as you exhale it comes down. So that is how the sternum, and it is done where you can feel the stretch in the throat like that. Okay. So so if we look at it from a spiritual perspective, it means, you see, it is very interesting, and many people don't see the distinction. I don't remember the exact verse from the Bhagavad Gita, but there is in one single verse the word Atmana and Atma, both will come. What is the meaning of Atmana and Atma? The thing is, basically, the key element that we need to understand is, in Sanskrit, Anaha means to inhale. So where is the mind inhaled from? Atmanaha means where the mind is inhaled from, and Atma is where everything rests. So that is the core entity. So what happens is, when we talk about the Atma Chakra, when we inhale from the Atma Chakra in the Ujjayi format, and when you exhale, it permeates the physical being. So what it is the Ujjayi pranayama is by the very word considered the highest pranayama in yoga. That's why it is called Ujjayi. So what it is we consider that as something that is integrated with your Atma. And so it basically unfolds your Swadharma as you should be. And since it works along with the Atma, it also balances the Sushumna Nadi, so that the Ida and Pingala Nadi automatically get balanced, so that it unfolds your Swadharma. So we should, while, from a conventional physiological sense, people have tried to correlate it with nerves and the anti-inflammatory impact of it. The spiritual impact is even deeper. That is why it is called the highest pranayama.
Oh, Ujjain is highest pranayama. Okay. Other question I have. When do we have this Saturday get-togethering? It is a Niyam Saravani, but is it a church or some private house?
No, it is free and open to everyone. You are welcome.
No,
but if you want, you can bring a donation check along with you.
Okay, but what I'm talking about, is there in a parking investment? I say it's a big lot or is somebody's house? I don't know.
No. It is somebody's house, but the house is a 6-acre property. Okay. So you don't have to worry. There is enough space for parking. Come.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
I think Tammy raised a hand.
Go ahead, Tammy.
I was wondering, since you were talking about Atma Chakra, does Atman, like Brahman Atman, or does that have anything to do with where that name came from for Atma Chakra?
Okay. The word Atma Chakra, you will not find it within the literature. However, within the Vedic system, in the you won't find it in the yogic literature, but within the Vedic system, there are 2 places that recognize the lowermost part of the sternum. And the 2 places, one is a Vedic hymn called Narayana Sukta that basically says this is the spot that has access to the wisdom of the entire cosmos. It can access anything. So it describes it as the universal transmitter. And it says the Sanskrit word, the way it says is, Sa means also. And so it says, Sa Brahma, Sa Shiva, Sa Hari, Sa Indra, Sa Akshara, Paramaswarat. So what it literally means is, this is the board of everything and the highest. Okay, and this is what it can access, everything the highest. So you can understand, so from a yogic parlance, when the Vedic system says that, we call it as the Atma Chakra because we consider Atma is the one that connects into the highest. And so that is how we call it as the Atma Chakra. You won't find it written in common yogic literature because the common yogic literature, the Hatha Yoga system, and those of you who have attended our retreats earlier on, the Hatha Yoga system is actually highly influenced by the Buddhist tradition. It is much more focused on the physical element, whereas the real higher elements of yoga are in the Tantra system and the higher meditative practices. And so the popular Hatha Yoga, of course, is much more focused on the Hatha Yoga Pradipika and the Kendra Samhita, but not even truly fully into it, mostly on the asana segment of it. But on the other hand, when we look at the yoga as something that is related to the Vedic system, that is not influenced by Buddhism, then in which case we actually see the Atma Chakra is fully recognized. The other place that is referenced in the Vedas is in the Aranyaka segment of the Taittiriya Yajurveda. And that Aranyaka is called Aruna Prashna. In the Aranyaka, Taittiriya Aranyaka, the hymn is the segment is called Aruna Prashna. Aruna means you can think of that it as the sun, the glow of the sun. Prashna is question related to the glow of the sun, and but then it also refers to the inner sun. And within that, in the Aruna Prashna, it talks about the 7 suns inside you. So you can think of the 7 chakras. And then it talks about the 8th hidden chakra. And in the 8th hidden chakra, it is described, the word that describes the 8th hidden chakra in the Aruna Prashna is what is called Kashyapa. So Kashyapa, from the Puranic tradition, is supposed to be the father of all the Devatas and the Danavas, that is all the angelic beings and the demonic beings, right? So the those of you who know the Puranas, from Aditi comes the Adityas, from Diti comes the Daityas, right? So the thing is basically that is where we understand how the sternum and the Atma Chakra is described, right?
So that was beautiful, and I'm glad I'm in this class. So now I know about that. I'm my mom's here. Say I'm on camera. Sorry, Mom. So I wanted to ask the question then about the Atma, like, when you get that feeling of just love and joy, and it makes you cry, and it's in your heart. Does that come from your Atma Chakra?
Okay. See, the Atma is considered a pure observer. Okay?
Oh.
So because it's considered a pure observer, it is not something that is associated with emotion. Okay? However, what happens is, along with the Atma comes all your programs, what we call karmas and kleshas in yoga, right? So all the programs that come along, they are the ones when they are activated. Sometimes when you have the tears or emotional reactions and things like that, they are considered the purification of the lower dimension. Okay? So you can look at it this way, but the yogic way of living, the way it is called is caring without attachment. So in other words, you care, you have love for everybody, everything, but on the other hand, you have no attachment, right? So everybody is in their own journey. People are born, people are going to leave the body and die. People are going to experience their karmas, the moments of aha and the moments of pain and all of that. So when we have people, we observe that, the place where we can care for people and help them relieve, we do that, but we do that without attachment. We only do that when the inner guidance guides us. That is what is called unfolding of your cosmic duty, or what is called Swadharma.
Even with you.
When we say that my heart is broken, my heart is beating and everything. So if a heart is broken, I mean, what is that? Heart is like a physical body, but where this comes, like, people say my heart is broken. So
Tammy can answer that question well for you. That is an emotional state, and we don't recognize as the characteristic trait of a yogi.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I was wondering, Dr. Agarwal in our class, whose house you're going to, he said he has a device that can measure vibrations like that. And I know we're not in class, but in class today, it occurred to me, like, I wonder if you could measure, like, in our chest and, like, really see where that comes from, right?
Absolutely, we can. Actually, what happens is, there are multiple ways and measurement techniques and things, and those are for scientific inquiry. And this is a platform for regular practice, and people here are not at a point where they can understand things in the deeper scientific basis. Okay? Like, for example, one of the things, there is a very easy instrument, and that very easy instrument, it is actually called the what do you call it? As a chi machine, okay? And that chi machine simply shakes your head at 2.3 shakes per second, okay? So as it shakes your leg like this, and you're supposed to be lying down with your legs on it, it ends up vibrating the whole body. You see, the body's internal vibration mechanism is close to the vibration of the entire earth. That is the physical dimension, 8.3 hertz or cycles per second, right? So the thing is basically, when there is a thought that the entire body, all the cells that are communicating, and the communication is through the nadis, the communication is optimized when all the cells in the body in unison vibrate. And so when they vibrate in unison, they are able to communicate well with each other. That is the concept of the nadis being open. So that machine, by shaking you 2.3 times per second, the internal vibration, after about 20 seconds of it by shaking you, the internal vibration actually becomes 7 to 9 cycles per second. So these are things which we can measure. And it has, of course, extraordinary qualities. Similarly, we can measure with something called the electroacupuncture tool, where what happens is we ask you to hold a copper rod, and that is, of course, connected into a battery that generates, like a regular battery, which generates what? 1.5 volts, right? And what happens is, by taking another sensor, we can go to your chakra points and actually measure how much of the conductance we can feel in the chakras. With 1.5 volts, if I go into an arbitrary point on the skin, you won't feel any conductance at all. But if you go to the chakras, you will feel the conductance. So you can actually measure it. And I've done the measurements. And so the thing is, you see, our research environment is a different place. Okay? So the key part is, you see, a lot of people get excited with a single point of research. We have found this, that. But in order to integrate everything and to understand the nature of how our body, mind, and spirit system exists, it's an entirely different ballpark. Okay? Actually, the parts related to the lower body elements, we have figured quite a bit in different fields. Like, for example, in the medical field, with respect to anatomy and physiology, they have figured out a lot of things. But the places where they cannot figure out is how the higher level, which they are talking about, the mind influencing the physiology, but even beyond the mind, the spirit influencing all of that. So that is why in the practice of medicine, while they understand anatomy very clearly and they know the physiological elements, when it comes to therapy to repair it, everything is based on probabilities, because they cannot tell you with exact precision that whatever therapy they give you will be 100% successful, right? Because the part that is related to the spirit and the mind is something that is not fully understood in medicine. But that medicine knowledge, what we understand of the body, the next level comes the mind, and next level comes the spirit. Only if we have integrative understanding of all three, we can know the reflection of the spirit onto the physical body and how they all manifest. And our main area of research right now is in that area related to how the spirit affects the body. That is where our current area of research is related to the Metatron, right? And those of you who know from the Jewish tradition, the Metatron is considered one of the 12 archangels, right? And Metatron is that archangel that connects with the human to the spirit, the angel that connects from the human to God. So that's the reason I think when the Russians did the initial research, they named it as the Metatron.
Yeah, this BioWell machine, the same thing?
What machine?
BioWell?
No.
Mm-hmm.
BioWell machine is in the domain of electromagnetism. Okay? When it goes into the Metatron, it goes into the fourth dimension or beyond the physical three-dimensional world through what is known as scalar waves. Mm-hmm. So what happens is when you go to the temple and when they do prana pratishtha to your murti over there, mm-hmm. where does the connection in prana pratishtha go and connect? It goes outside the physical world, outside the domain of everything physical, the three-dimensional world. Mm-hmm. Electromagnetic vibration is in the three-dimensional world. But outside electromagnetism that goes into a different zone, that is the zone it connects.
Okay. Thank you.
Dr. Rajan?
Yes.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
This is Gulshan Singh. Not a question connected very much with yoga, but I just wanted to know your opinion on mediumship, near-death experiences, at what level of spirituality all that exists, and is that any worth dealing in any of those?
Not really. Okay, but I'll answer the question why, which is what you're looking for, the answer, right? The thing is, you see, when you're dealing with mediums and all of that, you're working in the world of spirits. Okay? So the yogic philosophy is we work at 3 levels. And actually, really, it is very interesting. It matches the same philosophy of whether it is Christianity or Islam or Judaism, it matches the same philosophy. That is, we work at the 3-dimensional world. We work in 3 dimensions. This 3-dimensional world is the lowest element, right? The one, this is called the Bhu. And then the next level is called Bhuv. And the next level beyond is called Swa. Okay? And so what happens is, in the yogic language, we say above the physical being is the cosmic Prakriti. And the Prakriti is what generates the physical world, but there is Prakriti in spirit form. Okay? And so what it is in the religious side, Prakriti is called the Divine Mother, Mahamaya. Okay? Whereas on the other hand, even beyond Mahamaya, Prakriti is considered Purusha. Okay? So we always deal with 3 levels. The zone A is you can think of as the Purusha level, God level. Zone B is the spirit level. Zone C is the physical level. So how we look at it. And the same thing in Christianity. They call it as the Father, the Holy Ghost, and the Son. Right? It is exactly the same thing. There is no difference. Okay? So what happens is when you're working with medium and all of that, they go into the spirit. Now, the spirit world has a problem. The spirit world can give you a lot of guidance, but it can also fool you, depending upon where you get into. So what it is this is the reason, the way in which the Yoga Sutra explains is that the chitta that we have, which is actually essentially spirit, right? The chitta, along with the programs we have attached, the spirit that we have, when the spirit stills, when the chitta stops, that is when the chitta is unaffected by Prakriti and it gets a glimpse of Ishvara or the Purusha, right? That is the source of all knowledge, right? So what happens is, any perception through the Purusha, through the Ishvara, through God, will give you correct knowledge and correct perception. Whereas if you work through spirits, there is potential for getting lost. And actually, this is the essential difference between people who are called worshippers of spirits, like the Divine Mother and things like that, and the concept of worshipping Divine Father. That is the concept of what you would call the idea of Parabrahm, as they call, or Ishwar, or in the Indian system, Hindu system, you have the people who are Shaivites. So Shaiva system, Parashiva, Sadashiva is the concept of God. In the Vaishnava system, Mahavishnu or Narayana or Anantapadmanabha is considered God. So whichever religion you come from, you have God with a different name. But it's the same idea, that which is the source of everything that is beyond spirit. Right? So when you get trapped into this medium and spirit, you have to be a little careful. And it is the same equivalent of looking into astrology.
But there is so much of importance given to that in the Western world that people just go all for it. I mean, is it harmful for them to be indulging in these?
See, what happens is the spirit and the occult area that one gets into is a natural inquiry that comes to everyone. Because what happens is everybody sees, people are born, people die, and as people become a little more what I call dispassionate, they begin to feel vibrations. And they ask the question, what is this? And then when they think of somebody who is dead and gone, they can feel something within themselves. This is what is called invocation. You invoke spirits within you. In fact, if you invoke the pure spirits within you, they will elevate your meditation. They will elevate your meditation so that the idea of the meditation is not to connect only to the spirit, but to utilize the spirit to connect into God. Right? So that is the concept of this thing. So that is why we have to be careful how we approach it. There is nothing wrong. And that is why in all religious traditions, there is the concept of invocation. Right? You invoke. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So it's not easy to connect with spiritual power. It's why we have to work hard.
You don't need to work hard.
Okay.
All you need to is just let go, everything comes to you. You see, people don't realize life is all about letting things come to you. Whereas on the other hand, people more often think they have to go and do things. If you get into the mode, I have to do. Once I heard a yogi in the Himalayan Institute say, all that happens is a lot of doo-doos, get into your head. So you have to get all the doo-doos out of there, right? So the key idea is you need to let things come to you as opposed to, seeking out. What happens is, that is the reason we have this yoga practice 365 days of the year. No matter, I have no holiday and you shouldn't have any holiday when it comes to your daily practice, because this is the practice where it enables you to realize the quietness, the integration of the body, the mind, and the spirit, which is what we do in the end with our meditation, right? So in the integrated state, you begin to learn to let go of things and let things come to you, right?
Correct.
So in time it comes
That's
to
happening
everyone.
to me actually. Oh,
Huh?
I don't go after anything. Just keep quiet.
Yes.
Sure.
But you know that everybody doesn't realize that. You have somebody else in your home who doesn't know that, right?
That's the problem.
Yeah, I know that. So the thing is, you see,
problem.
what happens is you let them be. Let them be. When the time comes, they will come on their own. Right?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
If there are no more questions,
Namaste.
Thank you very much.
you're welcome. So we'll end right over here.